Hey guys, this is ASG, and I got some serious news for you guys about Robocraft. So yeah, and it's not this little ship. If you look up in the corner, there's 43,261 Galaxy Cash, and there was 100,000, and I paid for none of it. It was given to me for free from Robocraft for being one of the last veterans. Besides spilled chemicals, I think I'm like the last one who's still active on here. And so yeah, it's about $75 worth. And tomorrow there's a huge update coming out. I'm not even sure if I showed you guys the Mega Gun and Mega Wheels, but here you go. Um, it's not very good in combat because I don't have near the CPU, and I'll be making a video on how they increase the CPU tomorrow. But right now, there's two Mega Cannons and two Mega Wheels, and just some thrusters and a couple extra things that I added on for show. It's pretty awesome. If we look into my inventory, overall I have 8 Mega Wheels and 8 Mega SMGs. So pretty impressive, actually. I got, I've been buying a few things here and there. I really do enjoy them. Uh, Not sure if I'm gonna get premium. I might, depending on how much those parts cost tomorrow. Because I at least want to just get those. So I've definitely been working hard, and it's going to take me $1 million, a million RP, because you can't buy it with Galaxy Cash. It's a thing called like the Mega Seat, and it increases your CPU by I think like 3, like times it by 3. So, but I'm just going to show this off a little bit. Like I said, it's not very strong, but it's cool, and almost every fight I have at least one person comment on it. So show this, and then most likely tomorrow or 2 days from now, because I'm kind of sick, I will definitely be showing you guys the update. There's going to be helicopter things in it, and I can guarantee you that once I get the Mega Seat, I'm going to be building like a huge quadcopter, and it's basically just going to go up to the top of the map, going to be pretty much solid the whole way through, and then on the bottom it's going to have about like 20 plasmas. It's going to be very, very expensive. I probably won't even be able to make the entire thing with 210 cases cubes. If I can, that's insane, and that's only because the propellers are small, but as we all know, it's going to be a Megabar, so it will not be small whatsoever. It's going to take up quite a bit CPU. Hopefully I'll be able to have 4. Like I said, it's going to be a quadcopter. It will kind of have like a pyramid type of thing to it. It will be awesome. And so let's go. Boom. I mean, it's pretty amazing. And it's, ooh, I flipped over. The funny thing is, it can still drive, but it won't flip back over. It can still drive while upside down. Believe it or not, I was booking like 130 there. I really need to put a flipper on this thing, but it's pretty amazing. Just, I mean, with or without it, it does good. And I'm just gonna compare the Mega SM. I'm gonna get rid of this ship. I also bought a couple extra hangars, so I can have like 8 ships now, and so there'll be a little series trying to build the best ship, maybe one of each type, even. So I'm gonna get rid of this, even though it's pretty awesome. I know, but I need the black cubes, the tier 10 cubes for a ship, because after this I'm gonna be farming like crazy. Almost done. Okay, so just use some weighted cubes real quick. Okay, and so here's the Mega wheel, while being compared to the Tier 10 wheel. So the Mega wheel is like 7 or 8 of the Tier 10. You know, just for kicks, let's throw a Tier 1 up here. I can't believe I have to get one. I haven't used one in forever. Okay, whatever. Hurry up. This will be hilarious. Okay, so here is the Tier 1 compared to the Mega bot, and it's like as big as the core. That's about it. Very small indeed. Up next, we will have the Mega SMG. There is Mega Electroplates, however, I could not afford them. Not necessarily money-wise, but because of lack of tech tokens. So get rid of that wheel. Throw this thing up, and then it's just huge. It is huge. I mean, especially in comparison. I mean, it's even bigger than what it was. Even like the Mega wheel compared to the Tier 10, it's even bigger than that. It's double-barreled. It shoots twice at a time. It has a slower rate of fire, but does do a lot more damage. That's why they have 2 cannons on there, and it's just hilarious. I mean, yeah, a bit of a paint job done. Also, I noticed, and just for kicks, let's put a Tier 1 SMG, and that's hilarious, right there. I mean, that thing is literally no bigger than a cube. And this thing is, let's measure how long this is, because it's huge. It's huge. Okay, so that's okay. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Double check it real quick. Yeah, 13 cubes long. While the Tier 1 is like 1 cube. It's like, well, yeah, no duh, but it's huge. I mean, these things, like, they almost need like extra mega giant or something. It's so big, it's hard to contemplate. Um, Before I realized that I had all that galaxy cash, I never did a boss battle. I mean, I did a boss battle already, and so I mean, yeah, I also bought this Tier 7 Tesla Dart. But yeah, so I think I'm going to do a sniper battle. Tier 10 or Tier 3? Let's do Tier 4 instead of Tier 10. We always do Tier 10. This thing's okay. It's not too bad. It does pretty good. I got 4 kills with it in one fight earlier. It got to the point where me and like 2 other snipers were left. The other 2 were on the enemy team. So we were fighting it up pretty good. There's a lot of snipers on their team this time. Well, same here, but they've got like 1 more, I think. And yeah, so after this battle, I'll probably wrap things up pretty quick. My FPS is really lowered quite a bit by the recording. I'm going to start getting into the open broadcast recording. I've realized that it's pretty decent quality. And this just kind of takes up a lot. So I will probably be switching so as a matter of fact, next video I'll be using it. I want you guys to tell me if you see like any difference in my gameplay or FPS at all. Because when it all comes down to it, I can be doing awesome, but if the video looks like crap, I just wasted my time. It also seems like, oh crap, don't flip, don't flip. Oh, recover, recover, recover. This is very awkward. Speaking of being flipped over, the Mega Wheels, when I was inside practice mode, actually flipped over one of the one of the test drivers. It just flipped him right on his back, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. And I did like it. I have no idea if it's gonna be like a Megabot thing, or if you can use Megabots during boss fights. I don't think you can, because that would not be fair. You could you could literally rain terror down on all those poor little tier 4s. And even though, yes, they can destroy tier 10, like 2 of those wheels, tier 10 wheels, or even like one of those guns is as big as some of those tier 10s. So I mean, I'm not saying that tier 10s should be used against Megabots. I mean, because yes, meanwhile a Megabot could easily defeat a tier 10, the damage is pretty much the same. Like, say, I don't, this is probably wrong, but just say for example, the tier 10 SMG does 6,000 damage, and the Megabot does 12,000 damage. But the Megabot cubes can only, like the highest tier Megabot cube, can only have armor of 2,000. Meanwhile, the tier 10 armor is also 2,000, or it's like 1,500. And so, even though that they might have stronger weapons, their shields are still the same. If you don't have shields, then you're pretty much worthless, because you can't take any damage. You get shot once, you just lost, like, say, your arm or something. So, you really need to get stuff going better. Whoa. Oh, I think I've always wanted to do this. And I actually almost did one time. Come on, why do I keep flipping over? Okay, well, basically what it looks like is he has a bunch of lights on and he's spinning, which is awesome. And I actually know how to do that. There's a couple ways. For a short period of time, you could put wheels in any direction. They quickly got rid of that. But, however, you can also do it with almost anything else. So, we'll just do this real quick. I also really need to learn how to make a ball, like a perfect sphere, because I've tried to do that with these cubes, and I know I can. It's just going to be really hard, because it usually comes out like an oval, and that's not what I want. I want like a ball. So, I mean, it's hard to do with, you know, these rudimentary shapes, but okay, let's gather some things real quick. Three, 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 three. Okay. Movement. Ouch. Almost broke my toe. I don't even know how. Okay, and now we're going to take the lights. Okay, headlamp. Sorry, same thing. And we're going to place them pretty much everywhere that we can for the maximum amount of light. Headlights take up a lot of CPU, and not too many people use them. However, like, people say that it draws attention, but unless you have plasma, you can't really hurt the snipers, because it's very hard. I mean, they could have a pool on their robot that goes upwards and like deceives you really bad. Like, their robot could be a whole 50 cubes down below, or like, 50 feet in game. So I want to go back to my inventory. Okay, here we go. Doesn't really matter too much which direction. Okay, might as well add some going upwards as well. They take up a lot of CPU, but that's alright, I don't care. Okay, so let's take this into practice mode real quick. Just to make sure this works. Which it really probably should. Because all that we really need it to do is spin. Now, yes, you could always put, like, a couple SMGs on the bottom side. Or something. Doesn't really matter too much. Okay, let's rise up a little bit. Okay, looking good so far. And spin. Yep. And there you have it. It actually looks kind of cool, especially with the lights up top. It's kind of like disco ball. Yeah, and the lower you go, the more light it shows, and as you go upward, you know, it gets more dissipated. Now you could always put some lights on the bottom to look more intense, which I plan on doing. And if you were to actually like run through, just like fly into the battle, like people would shoot at you, and you'd probably get shot eventually. And if you have a weak little hull like this, you're gonna get one-shotted, of course. But if you really just kind of go into battle, and then try like either the middle of the map, like wherever, you know, you start doing this, people are really going to be thrown off because almost every direction is going to be a light in their face. And even if you're just flying, I mean, there's light pointing inside 4 different directions at people. So you can be blinding people from all sides. Snipers, everything. And it's really quite distracting as well. I mean, you can put some guns on this and get it stronger, then legitimately try to get kills. And also be a huge distraction because you're shiny and people will try to kill you. So I'm gonna put some lights on the bottom and maybe like one little tier 1 gun just for the fun. Cause who doesn't like lights, you know? Who doesn't? I got hero bonus for that for some odd reason. You know, I might just go into hero bonus. I mean practice mode for a long time. Just kind of collect on that free TP. I'm sure that the devs already know about it. It's not like I'm intentionally withholding information. Okay, I'm gonna need to put something on here. I'm not really sure what though, you know. Maybe a mega wheel. This again, just to clarify, look, that is literally the size of a tier 1, and it has more armor than a tier 1. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, where's my tier 1 at? For my guns, go to hardware, dang it. Okay, I'm inside tier 2, so I might as well use a tier 2 gun. And it took me to tier 3, so I might as well use a tier 3 gun. This is just going to be funny real quick. I wasn't even planning on doing this. I was just planning on showcasing the Megabots. But this kind of came up, and I was like, whatever. Oh, great. Now we're inside of a boss battle. But this is actually just what I was talking about, though. I'm going to be a huge distraction. And believe it or not, at the beginning of Robocraft, they actually used to have the sun rise and set. And it would get so dark that you could barely see in front of you. And so there was a good use of the headlights. And they got rid of that. I don't know if they will ever bring it back or not. But it would be pretty interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go towards the middle of the base and just try to lay down and spin in circles. I don't know what that guy's doing up there. Way up there. He's going crazy. Okay, and he's there, so distraction time begin. I'm going so fast, I mean, it's insane. I'm probably just huge. Like, probably almost everybody can see me. It's actually really cool looking. He's just kind of trying to look at me. It's like, no, dude, no, okay. He's trying to live. I'm gonna go over there and be like, in your face, so he can't see. Get out of the way, dude. Seriously. And there we go. He's getting blind. Okay, he's running away. He's probably gonna die. He's got a lot of kills mainly because of his electroplates. Oh hey, I forgot that I even had a gun on here. You know how funny it would be if a tier 3 gun killed a tier 10? I don't even think it can do damage to him. No, it did damage, but like 0. Well, good game. Okay, well guys, that mainly concludes this video of Robocraft. Sorry about my stuffy nose. Like I said, I'm sick. And hopefully tomorrow or 2 days from now, I will be able to get a video up for you guys and maybe even do a Megabot boss battle if that's even allowed. So, okay, get rid of this real quick. And yeah, guys, thank you. So please do comment, like, and if you're new here, subscribe, and peace out.